In this video, I will show you how to find the fundamental period of a discrete time signal and as well as how we can represent by using Fourier series representation of that discrete time periodic signal. So, see the problem here, this is also very important gate model. So, given discrete time periodic signal, x of n is equivalent to 1 when 0 less than n less than 4, 0 when 5 less than n less than 6. Then find fundamental period of y of n is equivalent to x of n minus x of n minus 1 and find Fourier series coefficient. So, this is the discrete time periodic signal given. We need to find out fundamental period y of n when y of n is equivalent to x of n minus x of n minus 1 and find Fourier series coefficient. So, coming to first part of the problem, fundamental period of y of n, first we need to check the signal y of n, how the signal will be. So, now I am going to draw x of n here. So, when I want to draw x of n, I am taking the axis of n, discrete n. So, from 0 to 4, if this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we are having 7, 8, 9 like that 7. So, from 0 to 4 that is equivalent to 1, you can observe 0 less than equal to n less than or equal to 4, that signal is equivalent to 1, the amplitude of the signal is equivalent to 1. So, that is why I am taking the samples with voltage 1 with amplitude 1 from 0 to 4. So, now from 5 to 6 these are equivalent to 0. So, this is your signal, they given this is your signal, this 0 is also valid. So, from 0 to 4 your signal is 1, from 5 to 6 your signal is equivalent to 0. From 7 onwards again the same sequence will be repeated. Why? Because they given that is a discrete time periodic signal. So, periodic signal means, so whatever you are having in a particular time period, same signal is going to repeat for the next time period. That means you need to start again. So, that means these samples you need to repeat and you will get 2 0, after 2 zeros again signal is going to repeat. So, this is your signal x of n. So, for example, if you want to shift that signal by one position to right side, that means x of n minus 1, this is x of n signal. If you want x of n minus 1, then how you will treat that x of n minus 1? You need to shift one position, that means like this. Same signal, I am just shifting by one position. So, you can see 5 ones and after that you are having 2 zeros and after that signal is going to repeat again, you can see. So, this is x of n minus 1. If you are subtracting these two, that means x of n from and minus x of n minus 1, you are getting. So, at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, now at 0 you are having sample in x of n, but you are not having sample in x of n minus 1. So, it will gives you the sample in x of n, 1 minus 0 you are getting 1. So, from here onwards the samples are going to cancel, 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 0 like this, you are going to get zeros at 1, 2, 3, 4 places. You can see fifth place 0 minus 1, it will become minus 1. So, sample will be reverted at 5 and coming to 6, 7, at 6 0 minus 0 will take place and at 7, so 1 minus 0 you will get 1 and from 8 onwards again getting 0. So, coming to the x of n period, what is the fundamental period of y of n? Before getting into the fundamental period of y of n, I want to search for the period of x of n signal. So, the period of x of n signal is 7. Why? Because, so from 0 to 6 you are having signal, from 7 onwards it is getting repeated. So, in discrete signal this is said to be period of your signal. So, here fundamental period is 7. You can say from where your signal is getting repeated there itself you need to consider the period, that means that point itself you need to consider the period. So, coming to this signal, coming to this resultant signal, so if this is the starting point 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So, if this is the signal, where this signal is going to repeat, again at 7 it is going to repeat. So, that means again for this signal also the fundamental period is equivalent to 7. So, if you done any subtraction or if you done any modification also, your fundamental period is not going to change for that signal. That means the resultant signal which came by subtracting this shifted version of the normal signal from x of n is not going to change its period. That means the period, fundamental period, keep it as it is. Now, coming to the second part of the question. So, find Fourier series coefficient. So, normal Fourier series coefficient, we are having a formula. So, an or x of k, you can represent Fourier series coefficient by an or x of k. So, is equivalent to 1 by t integral 0 to t x of t into e power minus jn omega naught t or jk omega naught t you can consider. So, jk omega naught t, if this is ak or x of k, you can represent the Fourier series quotient. This is in continuous form. If you want a discrete form coefficient, Fourier series coefficient, then you need to replace all continuous time by discrete time and your integration by summation. So, here this is equivalent to 1 by t. So, this integration will become summation in discrete form, summation n is equivalent to 0 to infinity x of n e power minus jk omega naught n. So, this is your discrete time Fourier coefficient of the signal. If you substitute that fundamental period here, you are going to get your Fourier coefficient representation. So, here this is equivalent to 1 by your time period is 7, summation n is equivalent to 0 to infinity x of n into e power minus jk. In place of omega naught I am writing 2 pi by capital T. 2 pi by capital T means again 7 n. So, this will be your Fourier coefficient representation of the signal y of n, the resultant signal y of n. This is the coefficient representation. Like this way, you need to solve problems related to discrete time Fourier series by using this process.